Annyeong and welcome to Hallyu Juku, starring Brandon Cooper and myself, Petey Rave. This is episode 55, Petey's South by Southwest hype. Enjoy! Buenos nachos, amigos. Welcome to another fun episode of Hallyu Juku. I'm Petey Rave, your man with no plan. Here with me is my friend Brandon Cooper, aka King Kaz. How you doing, Kaz?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing yourself over there, Petey Rave?
I'm doing good. I've got a couple of the headlines that I'm excited about later on in the show, but we will get to that later. But first of all, we're gonna check in with each other. What's new with us, music and otherwise. Kaz, what's new with you this week? What's caught your attention this week?
I will say what's new with me this week is I've been sitting in front of this computer a lot, as Petey will know, because I'm working on some stuff for Hallyu Juku, to bring a new visual element in the new year for us. So I've been sitting around listening to a lot of music and waiting for videos to drop, really. And one of those that I was excited about because I've been watching No Mercy, and this person is kind of a small part ish of that show, is Mad Clown. And this is his song. It's a song called Fire? Yeah.
Fire.
The song is called Fire, featuring, I'm gonna ruin her name, Jinsul of Mad Soul Children. She has a really, really nice voice. Like, really amazing. And I'm never the biggest fan of Mad Clown's rap style, but I really did like this song a lot. And the video is really fun, too. So that's always fun.
Yeah, with Hani of EXID kind of making it only a visual only appearance. Because, you got to hop on that EXID train.
Yeah.
and they already recorded the song, so it's like, be in the video. Can you be in the video, and I'll like be your boyfriend or whatever. But yeah, it's a really cool song. I liked how it worked out, the song, and it sounded cool, and the Jinsil's voice is really cool. She has that kind of like soulful side, that soulful style. That I really dug it.
Yeah. I dug it a lot too, and it was one of those things where I was kind of like, "Oh, Mad Clown." I'm not always the fan of his the way he vocalizes and does things, but holy shit, it works really well here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a really cool song. But yeah,
yep.
What else do you got?
I got another rap song, continuing Year of the Rapper. You're the Rapper 2, the anniversary edition. No, this one is Molly D, which Molly D is somebody you brought to my attention a while ago, because we were just thinking about it, and I realized I don't think it was this song, but I think it was another Molly D song.
Yeah.
But this is a very like kind of the real strict rap style, the kind of harder but not gangster rap style that has been making a lot of headway in Korea lately. Like, I'm not going to say it's new, because it's not new, but it's been making a rise.
Yeah, a rise.
And he does it really well. Yes, it's been making that a rise chicken. But he does it really well. Like I loved his flow in this song.
Yeah, there's a song called Bullshit. Kesari, featuring D-Fi, Molly D and D-Fi. I imagine with the similar naming schemes, they're probably in the same group. But yeah, this is a really cool song. It's that kind of like just in your face style, but it's hard, but it doesn't have a lot of like fashion trappings that Try Hard stuff has. Like, I think the defining factor of like really truly Try Hard stuff is when it looks like they're all in costume. They're all in gangster rap costumes, and these guys just rap aggressively. And they're dressed in like casual, street clothes. Nothing particularly, out out there. It's just, but it works well, and they just have that. They have really good aggressiveness and intensity, which works well for them.
Yeah. I like that. That's kind of the same exact thing that I liked about it a lot. Like it has this intensity and fun aggressiveness that isn't try hard, as my next pick has been known to do.
Yes.
Now, this is less of a premiere, and this is an intro performance trailer. I'm not exactly sure for what, because I found it before we started recording. So I'll let you know when I do know what it's for.
Gallo de Jajan. I think it was for one. I'm going to say, I see the word Gallo, and I'm thinking it's one for one of them year-end performances that none of us,
most likely,
of us watch.
Probably the video that plays before they come out and start performing.
Yeah.
But I thought this was a really good, half of it was a really good dance performance by BTS showing off some fucking skill.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was a really cool song choice, and yeah, the performance, it really like stands up well and like has a really cool style to it, but then the Limp Bizkit starts. And then it all goes downhill from there. Just purely, I had to mute it for that.
So they use anybody who's seen this, because I know a lot of people have watched this already. You can look at the numbers right there on the video. They use a Limp Bizkit song. Now, generally, most people don't like Limp Bizkit. I will say that. I will say they picked one of the maybe better Limp Bizkit songs that there is to pick. But it also does seem very just out of place with what came before it in this performance.
Yeah, it was a really cool like hip hop track that came before it. Yeah,
yeah. But I still thought it was fun. I still thought it was a good show of skill from the boys over at BTS, and they've been slowly but surely making that change to kind of try to win us over here at Harajuku. Not that they're specifically trying to win us over, but in that sense,
we'd like to believe
they're doing things. They're doing stuff that we're actually finding appealing now, and pretty fun. So.
We're also going to talk about things that they're doing that are unappealing later on in headlines, but that's all the story. So what new with me this week? I have not only music, but I have a cool drama that I've actually ended up catching up all 10 current episodes of. A drama called Healer.
You were telling me about this show, and I haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet. So sell me on Healer.
So Healer,
which is over on Drama Fever. You can watch it right now on Drama Fever.
Yeah, you can watch it on Drama Fever in high def if you're a premium user, like I am. It's categorized right there as action thriller, and that's a big element of it. And that's one of the big reasons I told you in Skype that I thought this was right up your alley, because this is one of the things that you've talked about with the shows that you recommended to me, is that one of your like kind of the shows that you like have been, a couple of them have been like action shows that had action elements, especially movies or TV shows that had kind of really cool action thriller elements, and this does have that. So this is centered around three characters. A young girl is an aspiring reporter that's kind of has failed at every major news agency, is stuck at who's just a plucky girl stuck at a internet tabloid, just trying to get celebrity gossip. You have a super celebrity reporter at one of the major news organizations, who's kind of like a reporter idol. He's like, because he's known for like his looks, but his like stringent, sticking to staying the truth and kind of drawing the ire of the higher ups, because he's always kind of like sticking it to the powers that be, and that gets him in trouble. And the main character, the guy that you see right there, he's running with those odd glasses, who's known as the Healer, and what his thing is. So it centers around these couriers, these night couriers, and they're these people that will secure and transport goods for you, and things that not that UPS won't deliver for you, like important information or securing spy information or securing just various like possibly illegal things. He's a night courier. He has a code where he doesn't want to know what the thing is or who you are, so you don't get curious about who he is or what his methods are. So it's a mutual secrecy thing. It's very high technology. This is it's a very it's action. It's got a lot of parkour and fighting, and there's like technology aspects. He's kind of sent on his missions by a little old lady who's also a hacker. And by hacker means that she sits at like 15 computer. You know how hacking is. She has 15 monitors.
You have 30 monitors and shit.
And then the things happen.
Right. Looking at 7 monitors at a time. Like, what? No.
Nope. God, I'm having trouble keeping track of these too.
Right.
But and part of that is they use cool, fun technology. Like he has those glasses are glasses that kind of give him a UI that let him scan the environment, find out information. Kind of he has Google Glass, but turned up to 5,000, but for his own purposes. And I don't know, it works well. Like the fun of the action works well. The fun of the characters. It's not just an action show. It's kind of it leans a nice it has a nice balance of having some action elements, some of the conspiracy theory stuff, and the backroom dealings and the higher ups. Having people taken care of. Has a little bit of that there's a Godfather character that's he's a bartender. He's the elder. He's he just bartends at this bar and then sends people on assignments, and he's the bad guy. And there's flashbacks to the things that they're slowly revealing something that happened 20 years ago that had a big turn of events that killed 2 people, had made one of them one lady a paraplegic, and set basically everything that is going to be the conclusion of the show in motion, and they kind of going back and forth between those scenes back then and how they affect things now. And it does it really well. It's fun. The characters are funny. The main female lead is funny. And she's a really cool character. It does have a lot of it just does have a lot of really, really cool moments, and I think it really would be a show that you would dig.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. We may have to just pop this into our Hallyu talks in the next coming weeks, and I'll probably just check it out and we'll talk about it in depth on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. It's around halftime for the show, so it's a good time to check in. So do that. But yeah, check it out. Healer. It's on Drama Fever. It's actually pretty good. But yeah,
DramaFever.com.
So now to the music. There's one song that kind of caught the video and the song that caught my attention. So this song and the promotion for it and the teasing of it coming up has been going on for a while. They'd already started promoting a couple of weeks ago. They'd already released a dance version and the eye contact version, or let's face it, the eye fucking version. But they finally released a music video, and it's Hello Venus coming out with Wiggle Wiggle. Let's be honest here. What happened was Hello Venus had a dance cover of Wiggle Wiggle, completely different group than you see there. They had reformed. They had a song called Sticky Sticky.
There's a couple people.
The 4 of them are still there. 2 of them are no longer there. And now they're replaced by 2 other people.
Right.
So that was part of the it was a partnership that existed before that was split. Now it's fully Fantasia. They regrouped. They had their comeback with Sticky Sticky. not everyone loved it. It was okay. It was, a lot of people didn't.
I didn't have any problem with it. Now,
I liked it. I
yes,
didn't mind.
Yes, I do own this. I thought this was good. You know what I'm saying? I was really sad to the factor of I didn't know Hello Venus till I bought this, right?
Yeah.
So this was my learning of Hello Venus. I learned I liked Hello Venus. Then I found out that there might not be any more Hello Venus. Then later on, after we talked it to death, we found out there was going to be more Hello Venus. I'm happy.
Yeah. Then there was Sticky before this. And then,
right.
which, was a good comeback. And then they came out with a dance cover of Jason Derulo's Wiggle Wiggle, and that went viral. And they decided, well, we got to do something about this. And it's not like they were EXID, and they could come back and re-promote the song, They can't go back onto music shows and promote Jason Derulo's Wiggle Wiggle, or just Wiggle. So they went to Brave Brothers and say, hey, we need a song called Wiggle Wiggle. And Brave Brothers is like, where's the check? He's like, all right, here's the song. Here's the song. All right, get in the studio. And then this song was born. And this music video was born. So, I mean, knowing that, it was a quick turnaround song, it was a quick turnaround video. And I think at the end of the day, it was actually a really good song. It's actually a really good song. Like, it's a fun song. It's catchy. Like, it's not super exceptional, but it's catchy. It's fun. The music video is nice. Honestly, what I'm really here for is the Apple hips. I'm here for the Apple hips. Well, what did you think, Kaz?
I'll say this, right? Song-wise, I don't find too much wrong with it. I think what it is for most people is they may be a little bit tired of hearing the Brave Brothers in their K-pop because there's a lot of Brave Brothers in your K-pop and you might not know that.
Yeah. Brave sound.
But I will agree with a lot of the comments that the music video seems cheap, and the reason it seems cheap is because, like Petey said, it's a really fast turnaround thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this concept that was really thought out, and then they went and got the people to shoot it. It was like, all right, we got the song, all right, cool. We rented out this club for the night. Let's go shoot the video.
Or I don't know if it was even a club. I think it was just a warehouse that they put a bunch of props in. Like,
no, it looked like a dance club in Korea. Like I've been in a few, so it looked like a dance club in Korea with the big screen, right there and stuff like that. So,
probably for the day, more than the night.
Yeah, probably for the day. And I will say, like, most likely, that's what it was. But you got to remember, they're on this comeback hype. They're trying to keep the hype up. So sometimes things are going to suffer. Sometimes things are going to be done really fast. And this wasn't something they were initially set or wasn't part of the initial plan to promote. Was promoting Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle. Like Petey said, it was kind of this thing that got really popular, so they grasped at it or whatever. So you kind of got to look at it as, that hyper viral marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was a newer group, people would have no problem. But because it is a somewhat pre-established group that already has a fan base, those people were like, why does this seem so cheap? Why does this seem so rushed? Why does this seem so this? And you have to understand it's because it was those things. It is because they're trying to reimagine the group, so to speak. So you kind of, in a sense, have to treat it like it is a brand new group, because in a way it is a brand new group.
Yeah. So I think there's some really cool parts. I think what's been established, and I have to agree, one of the true stars of this song is Lime. And the Apple hips, because when she comes in with, I know you were looking at my Apple hips, I'm like, yeah, like that was a cool line, like just coming in there, and then like her part, like her lyrics are really cool, and she delivers them well. Like this, I think, I don't know if I've gotten a chance to really kind of check out or like focus in on, say, Lime's like rapping in this group, but she kind of showcased really well. And the song is catchy, and like the production is actually interesting which is something it's funny to say that about a Brave Brothers track, that you actually find the production unique and interesting, but it actually is. And like, I would say, I definitely understand that people kind of had a problem with the like little bridge before, like right after, no, right before the chorus. I think her name is Sayan. They gave her kind of an odd, like, little bridge part that it's a little cat murdery in the tone. A little screechy, not to everybody's taste, to the point where somebody improved the track the same way I improved Come Back Home, with a better version. And which is fine. Which was a thing, but that being said, there's a lot of good things about the song. It's not a big, perfect production thing, whatever. But for a song, they kind of just like, all right, let's get something, let's get something going. Let's get a new track, strike while the iron's hot. It was fantastic, and really, I'm in it for the Apple hips, like I said. I'm looking for the Apple hips. But yeah, a couple more songs. Yes, I'm going to take off Halloweenus' butt off the screen. I'm sorry, people. You can go watch the video yourself. Yeah. A song that caught my attention, which is actually a really cool song, Defcon, he of Weekly Idol.
It's funny because this is something I was going to choose as well, because I have a lot of respect for Defcon. And I thought this was a really cool, interesting song or whatever.
Yeah.
And to find out, like, a lot of the, like, just admiration he's getting for this project that he's working on, and how much a lot of it is just so well received, I thought was really cool. And kind of this song, which is a dedication to his father, kind of a hardworking man or whatever.
Abuji, or father, simply. Yeah, Defcon with Abuji, or father. He kind of, it is just a song dedicated to, his dad, and the man that, the man he admires in his dad, and how much he worked hard and didn't give up, and all for the family, and like just kind of all that kind of romanticism, but it's actually really cool and touching, and how much he appreciates where he comes from. Like, it's something that is common in Korea, like that it's just something that's ingrained and almost kind of institutionalized in a way. But when they take that and earnestly go back and appreciate that, their parents, and especially when a guy appreciates his father the way Defcon does here, it's actually really cool and touching and really nice. And the video's nice, and the song is nice too. Kind of seeing just all these pictures of his dad hard at work, and them together, and it's really cool, and I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I got the same feeling, and I totally agree. It's one of those things, like, he talks about a lot of that being a kid and being embarrassed by his dad being a shopkeeper, but then as he got older, realizing, like, that work ethic, that hardworking man that I saw every day that I didn't respect, I've realized I should have had the most respect for, kind of thing, was really, really cool and really fun, and as silly and as fun as I love Defcon for being, like, something like this to show kind of that sensitive, more emotional side is really, really cool.
Yeah. Then seeing Defcon as a young kid just trying to make it on the stage, it's hilarious and adorable. Like, seeing him with that long ass hair, like, and it's like, but it provides a great moment. Yeah, I really like the song. Good job, Defcon. I really like Defcon. Poor Bryce Rasberg. But yeah, moving on to something of an interesting release. Okay, so I there was like some teasers and some like word that there was going to be something, because the Crayon Pop is in the middle of getting ready for a February comeback. They're going to work with Shin Dong Tiger, and I'm anticipating what's going on with that. That's going to be really interesting to when it comes out. But in the meantime, we heard word that there was going to be a collaboration with Rainbow Bridge Agency. There was some speculation that was going to be Chinese related, or it was going to be like only a solo release or something. but later we found out that it was going to be a solo track from Soyo, called "Y Shirt," featuring Yang Jungma. I imagine from as a Rainbow Bridge artist. But a nice little like ballady song, a nice little like almost OST sounding song, but it's Soil solo track.
Yeah,
and I really liked it. It was really nice. Like it had a really sweet sound to it, and it's like it showcased Soil well, who kind of put aside her thuggish tendencies. Put a more sweet side out there. The thug is deep inside her, but she was able to put that aside, and was just had this really sweet persona and had this really nice song. And I really liked it. It was really nice. Like, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't before with other songs. It wasn't the mind-blowing song of the year, this amazing thing, but it was a really nice song and just a really nice fun video. And I love the joke that somebody made that Crayon Pop fairies granted Soyo's wish for a gangbang. Which I thought was just delightfully
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Silly. Yeah.
But yeah, well, what did you think of Y Shirt?
I thought it was silly, but it was kind of fun and cute, So I don't know. It's one of those things where I think, like you said, the kind of collaboration thing in Korea is going to become bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that may be our year in toll. I think that's maybe what we have to bump is the year of the collabos, because that's what it seems like. And I mean, all these collaborations that we've been getting have been so fun and so like really cool and creative.
Whatever comes out of No Mercy has been pretty fantastic, and we're gonna get Giddy Boy and So You with Kihyun, I believe, which was a surprise. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, this is a really cute song. I just like it. I just, shout out to my girl Soyul, and the Y Shirt right there. Just legit Y Shirt. I'm gonna get me a Y Shirt. I'm pre-ordering right now. Get me that Y Shirt. I'm gonna be the fashion statement of Miami. Really kind of putting it out there. But yeah. Great track from Soyu. More about Crayon Pop later on. But we're going to go to our headlines now. So join us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our headline section. We're going to talk about some topical topics. As I've said before, some of the goings on in the world of East Asian pop culture. Let's get to it. We have a couple of things. One to commemorate. We got to commemorate something. A group disbanding. Breakup of girl group Jewelry confirmed. Jewelry has announced that it is breaking up after 14 years. The breakup of the group was confirmed by multiple sources on January 8th, who cited expiration of members' contracts. Basically, it's been an evolving group that they've had a couple of major lineup changes. But the last, to say the least, but the most recent one has lasted for quite a few years, or at least since 2010. The last group, member change happened like 2010. So
2011
somewhere.
Well, 2008 to about 2010.
2010
and 2011.
2011, basically when Yewon joined the group. So the last lineup was Baby J, Eunjung, Sammy, and Yewon. At this point, what came to light is that recently Eunjung, Juyeon, Baby J, and Sammy, their contracts expired, and they decided not to renew, kind of pursue different careers for whatever reason. And at that point, leaving Yewon basically the only one left of jewelry back in the company. So they decided, well, we could really further dilute the brand that is jewelry by restocking, or we could just kind of let it go. Especially considering Yewon has been doing just fine by herself, doing varieties, because she's been doing pretty solid as a variety MC. It's not on shows that we actively watch, but it's around the place. Her and Kwang Hee kind of repping Star Empire on the variety circuit. They're doing fine. So decided to kind of end the group, this is not a group that is active in our minds. Neither one,
Yeah.
I do remember I did bring up one of their songs on the show, which was a song that I enjoyed in Hot and Cold. But it's mainly the only song that I kind of had any kind of memory of. I knew of Yewon from watching Invincible Youth and from her spot, her role in Reply 1997. But and I think the main reason is because we're so fresh, we're so new, we're so fresh and so clean, we're so new into the K-pop. When their heyday really was their former lineup, but the fact that the brand lasted for 14 years, fairly steady, like still being able to release stuff and get noticed and have, be invited to music shows for this release. So, to kind of have that end, I thought, we had to at least commemorate that.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, like you said, like their last, say, big studio album was 2009.
Yeah.
So for me, I got into K-pop maybe around 2008 when I went to Korea and stuff like that. So that from there is like a lot of those things are what's in my mind. So they were kind of on a decline then. They had a little bit of a pickup, like you said, but they shined more as individuals in other projects. Mm-hmm. Like you said, in variety and TV, movies, TV and stuff like that. So, that's why they weren't so in the Harajuku mindset, as if you want to put it that way.
In our
mindscape. But like you said, for a group that's been around since 2001, you got to give them their respect, even though they've went through a few lineup changes. Even only having two girls that only lasted from 2001 to 2002. Yeah, looking at this, lineup progress bar.
No, now we're going. It's like, wait, now we go.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Which again is not an uncommon thing to have that, like, right in the beginning, like, oh wait, no, sorry, here, there, now we go, now we're dating,
right.
But the brand still held fairly strong for 14 years, and we want to commemorate it. Tip of the cap to Jewel.
Definitely. I mean, and for it, especially with a lot of the shit that's going on right now, for it to be not ending in a bad way, for it to just kind of be ending on a very, like, you know what, now's the time kind of thing. That, that's the best you could really ask for, man.
Especially, like, when you look at the fact that not only the most recent lineup, but a couple of the former members got together to kind of commemorate it, was actually kind of cool. Yeah. And they got together to... sorry, I'm burping. Got together to kind of hang out, have a meal, have some drinks. It was actually kind of cool and cute and fun. And I think Yewon is going to be fantastic in varieties. Baby J has some really good promise being a variety star and being a rapper. Kind of fully fleshing out and being a rapper. That'd be interesting. I know we're going to talk about something interesting that could be tangentially related to that in a couple of headlines. But tip of the cap to jewelry.
I also want you to go back to the article real quick. God damn it. Those goddamn photo polls. Those goddamn...
Them selfie sticks.
Goddamn selfie sticks. Right. No wonder Korea wants to get rid of them.
Yeah.
All
right, moving on. Speaking of dumb things involving photos, BTS tweeted pictures from a photo shoot at a Holocaust memorial in Berlin. There you go. There's nothing really. BTS posted teaser photos on Twitter recently, which is great. But then people recognize the location as the war memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe in Berlin. So yeah, that's a bad idea. And then there's Rat Monster looking sultry and brooding and sexy in the middle of a war memorial to murder Jews. This was dumb.
Look, you gotta find unique opportunities when you're doing photo shoots to make things look cool and artistic and amazing and come up with concepts that nobody's ever seen before. And I will say about the picture itself, it's really good. I like the kind of fashionistic quality of it, something you'd see in GQ. But my defending of the artistic photography bits of it aside, this was not very well thought. Like, if I'm the artist in this to be taking the picture, I think I stop for a second and go, I think we should find a different location.
Considering they're in Berlin, there's a bunch of places they could take photos. Like, there's just that aren't, glaring reminders of one of the worst times in history that they were victims of as well.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now.
Go on.
Right here. You got a bunch of 20-something-ish music artists, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's say most of them have been training since they were, 12, 13.
I'm sorry, 12, 13.
5.
Wait, no, that was
I'm playing devil's advocate here, Petey. I'm trying to make things look good. Some young and upcoming opportunistic photographer, and they're driving through Berlin, and they see these really cool pillars, and they're like, "Yo, let's stop. Let's take some pictures. Let's, go." Like, oh man, like, the shape and the size of these things are really cool if you take a picture from a low angle. And maybe they don't know the history that well of what they're looking at. Because maybe they don't speak the language. Maybe they don't speak the Deutsch. And they can't read the side that says Holocaust, which pretty sure is probably up there in English too.
In English.
Probably sure it's up there
in English, and Rat Monster speaks English fluently.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, and maybe they didn't see the tour group of people crying, or there's just a lot of things that they might not have seen that would have not led them to believe that this was not just some art piece in the middle of Berlin somewhere. Yeah. It's a common mistake someone could make. I think maybe who doesn't have a translator with them, but I'm pretty sure they had a translator with them.
I don't think it's working, Cass. I don't think so.
No, okay.
Yeah, this is just dumb. This is just dumb. And they since deleted the pictures off of the Twitter. But we'll have to see if they actually go through with releasing this photo book that they were going to release. Who knows if it's already printed at this point? If it's already printed, it's a toss up.
Yes. Oh, that's when you go, yo, we spent how much money on this photo book? Yo, I don't give a fuck.
But yeah. Let's move on. All
right.
Lee Jun.
More happy news.
Yeah, more happy news. Lee Jun signed the same agency as Ryu Seung-ryung, and other famous movie stars. Of course, this is kind of like the upstart to our recent news of M-Blox's kind of dissolution, or at least like their reshuffling. which is Lee Jun is now focusing on his acting career, and has joined signed a contract with main management agency Prane TPC. The agency revealed that the contract was signed on January 6th and added, Lee Jun is an artist who is talented in many areas. We plan to assist him as he shows his talents in various fields. Probably solo releases and whatnot. He recently received a rookie award for his role in the movie Rough Play. The one with the we get the first idol sex scene, which is something to be commemorated, Praying TPCP manages successful movie stars such as Ryu Seung Rang, Oh Jung Se, Park Young-woo, Moon Jung-hee. This is actually pretty cool. This is exciting. This is really cool and interesting and exciting to kind of see him kind of now is going to be the next phase for Lee Jun, who's by all accounts a pretty good actor.
No, I'm sorry, I clicked on fucking Shumpi and it tried to go to Shumpi TV. No, I definitely agree. Like, I'm hoping for really good things for both of these members from M Black. M Black is filled with really fun, talented guys. Me and you had a mutual admiration for M Black, so this was really sad news for us. To see two prominent members leaving the group, but for one of them, going to this, most likely we're going to be seeing him in a lot more variety, a lot more TV, and maybe some more movie roles. That's a really, really fun thing. I'm really excited because Lee Jun is a really good actor.
Yeah.
He's also and just guy. Performer in general. Yeah, he's really cool there. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those guys from Black have that thing that we always say, you got to have the personality, and M Black was full of it. A lot of those guys had fun, interesting personalities that we liked and appreciated. So happy day, man.
Yes.
I'm happy for this. I'm happy for Lee Jun, and I just hope better things for the rest of the members from M Black and good things for Thunder too. Like, I just want to see good things happen for everybody.
Tip of the cap.
Somebody signed BAP.
Yes. Tip of the cap to Lee Jun.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We're hopeful for Lee Jun. But moving on to something else that I think is really kind of interesting to kind of keep an eye on, especially as I'm going to finally. I dipped my toe to checking out Show Me the Money 3 season.
Show Me the Money.
And I plan on doing that pretty soon. And I know you were a fan of Show Me the Money, so this is going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. MNet to launch Korea's first ever female rapper survival show, Unpretty Rap Star. Brace yourselves for Korea's first ever female rapper survival show program. On January 12th, cable network MNet revealed that Unpretty Rap Star will be a spin-off of their sensational rap competition program, Show Me the Money. 8 talented female rappers will be battling it out starting January 29th. So far, they've revealed 4 of the contestants, and they're interesting choices because 2 of them have been in the business for and significantly so for quite a bit now, and one of them is quite popular, at least in part of a popular group. We have Lucky J's Jessie, or Jessica Ho, Jessica H. Ho, who's been kind of in the business for a while, kind of coming going, had a little bit of controversy back in a few years ago, but has been in and out but has been in the industry, is now in the group Lucky J. We have AOA's Jimin, with her unique voice and look, who I thoroughly enjoyed her parts in Like a Cat. We have formerly known as Evia, but now known as Timey, and Cheetah, who definitely has the most unique look and the most. I think she's probably had been in the underground for a while now. Just looking at her, but Cheetah. Now this is an interesting kind of lineup. People have kind of been around, Jessica debuted in 2005. She was part of a group called Uptown. She was supposed to be the second Yunmi Ray. She's been lately active in Lucky J, like I said. AOA, G-Mans have been with AOA, has been writing, notably for the single Moya for AOA Black. Timey has kind of been, she debuted back in the day. She used to be known by the name Napper, which is interesting. She was also known by the name Evia, in 2009, and then she competed in Show Me the Money 3, and drew attention, and I'm looking forward to this, drew attention with her diss battle with fellow contestant Jolly V.
Yeah, you'll see that. You'll get a bit of a kick out of that. And it will also give you some taste into this, and also give you some taste into why I'm not so happy about this.
Cheetah debuted in 2010 as a member of Blacklist. The same year, she turned heads with her explosive raps and innovative performances on the first season of Show Me the Money. Alright, the objective of Pretty Rap Star is to produce the first ever female rapper compilation album in Korea. Every episode, the nation's top producers will present a new song, and the girls will compete for the chance to record on the track. The contestants will have to overcome a variety of intense missions that will test their limit. Petey Jung Kyung Nam, who is in charge of casting for Pretty Rap Star competitors, has always been difficult for female rappers to get noticed in the hip hop world, which is dominated by males. We wanted to support our female rappers by providing them a stage on which to fully show their skills. This is interesting, and it has some interesting choices, and we'll have to see who the other 4 contestants will be. What do you think? What do you think of this and the possibility of this?
Well, okay. If you want to kind of preference my rant in a longer form, go down and read that first comment. There's a lot of things that I kind of agree with in that first comment on this article. There's a lot of things I disagree with it too, but this is what I'll say, right? This is the let's take girls and make the cookie cutter fucking version of Show Me the Money, right? Let's take a bunch of female rappers, kind of cookie cutter them, select the ones that we think are the best and the ones that we can work with and do all this shit. Because at the end, what they want to come out with is an album of a bunch of female rappers, right? On a bunch of different songs or whatever. It's not, it doesn't, and I'm hoping that they prove me wrong. This is all in hopes that they prove me wrong. But right now, with who they picked, it's kind of a people that have been around the Show Me the Money producers before, and the kind of younger girls that are hot right now kind of thing, right? So, like with Jesse and Jimmy, so you kind of have this, like, I don't know, like, especially with the ones that they already showed. Like you said, we got to see who the rest of the contestants are going to be. I want to see what the format of the show is going to be, especially. But there are other girls out there doing the female rap thing that I think do it better, in a sense, than some of the ones that we've been shown so far. Not to say that some of the ones we've been shown so far don't have a lot of skill, but like with the whole thing with Timey and Jolly V, I think in my respects, and Petey will be the one to kind of preference this after he watches Show Me the Money. I think Jolly was the more skilled person in that, and if I remember correctly.
Timey's kind of claim to fame is that she's the fastest female rapper.
Right.
Like, she's like the female Twista, which, depending on what you think of Twista, might be a good thing or a bad thing.
And then my thing is, I really do appreciate the female rappers in K-pop. Petey will either second or deny the fact that I believe that. Yeah. But no, I generally tend to appreciate the female rappers in K-pop and just female rappers in general. Because it's kind of most of the time it's a really uphill battle. But to kind of handpick your elite 8, so to speak, in this sense and say these are the standouts and these are the only ones who can compete against each other, unlike the show me the money format, which is come one come all, and the shittiest will fall to the wayside and the best will shine, which is what I loved about show me the money. This to me just seems way too produced off of what we've been told so far.
Yeah. I think I will say I understand some of that first comment they talk about. He does make a couple good points. It says that they should show what they can do and show me the money, and there must be a reason why no females got in the finals. That's we could have a long argument about privilege and
yeah. And that's why I said there are some things in that first comment that I totally agree with. There are some things that they're just exceptionally wrong about.
Why don't you pick up by your bootstraps and just make it in the normal world? Why do you need help or welfare or things like that? It's like, yes, why do you need Title IX in sports? Like, you should play with the boys. And it's like, whatever. I said, this is good. This could be a good avenue depending on who they pick. I definitely see your points. It should have been a more open audition process, to like bring in a lot of people. Now, I haven't seen Show Me the Money, and I haven't gotten a chance to check out, how genuine their open audition process was, considering we ended up with Bobby at the end. Of
okay, training. Hold on. I will say this, right? How genuine that audition is. Bobby on genuineness got in. BI is the one that you're gonna be like, how did you get in? Like,
yeah, I've listened to his parts of Born Hater, and I'm wondering, like, how did he get in? Yeah, I mean, he contributes to the song.
Bobby is the idiot genius that he is. So you'll learn that, right?
Yeah, I definitely know the idiot part. But this is, I think, as a show, it could be really cool and interesting. And again, we only know half of the half of the names, and could very well be that these half of the names are the ones that they put out there to first get some buzz, and we're going to get some interesting other rappers. I don't necessarily believe we need to throw in or they're saying, why don't you bring in Tasha? Why don't you bring in like this show could get Tasha? Like, she has better shit to do than this show. She could be a judge. Mm-hmm. They could bring her in as a judge if she's willing to, but she's got better shit to do. And then Ellie, Ellie could be a good choice. Mirio, again, she's got better things to do, but you never. I definitely understand the complaints. They will have to see how it works out. Taimi is going to be included because she is a very notable person in hip hop. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. There you go.
Come back like a wrecking ball.
Coming like a wrecking ball. All right.
No, but part. I mean, I don't know. I could just be being a butt about it, but
you definitely bring up a lot of good points about the fact that it's just these 8. We'll have to see how much of an audition process. Again, we haven't seen the show. This is like they could be teasing the ones that made it. They could be spoiling things. They could show us a process like, hey, this is how the process of picking everybody out. This was the audition process for these people, or this is why we picked them. But yeah, it does seem handpicked. Like, this is somebody that just had a hit. This was somebody that just had an interesting collaboration with Ailey and Hyoden. That's what friends with them. This is, the fastest female rapper in around. and she was on Show Me the Money 3, and this one is somebody who was on a previous season of Show Me the Money. So we'll have to see how it works out. But yeah, I definitely understand your points on them being kind of handpicked. But we'll have to look forward to checking it out. And I will have my report once I finally get to finish up Show Me the Money.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying don't do this with girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just...
It didn't seem like
let it seem more genuine.
At least. Let it at least see. Trick us. Lie to us at least. Lie to us at least. Like American Idol. Lie to us at least.
Yeah.
Make it feel genuine. It's all about the kayfabe. But yeah, I do have. I hope that it turns out good. I hope that at the very least we're gonna get some breakout performances. Maybe we'll see like a new side of people that we have assumptions about. We'll have to see. Wait and see, like the previous episode had. One quick little thing. So I have a couple more headlines, and one of them I'm excited about. But quickly, somebody on Netizen Buzz kind of laid out, and we don't know. This was on Instas. We don't know how genuine this is, but it seems pretty believable. At least they kind of laid out 2015. Okay, so 2015 agency plans in a nutshell. This was on Instance and subsequently translated onto Netizen Buzz. We don't usually do Netizen Buzz, but this was interesting. And this kind of goes down the different agencies and talks about kind of like their game plan for the year. We can kind of quickly go through these. So we talk about A-Cube. A-Pig will be focusing on concerts after their January concerts and will spread out into an Asian tour. They have a positive response in Japan. So they're going to be doing Japan. Hugok is going to come back in the beginning of the year. And there's going to be a new boy group. That's going to be a theme. New group. Mm-hmm. Cube, as opposed to A-Cube, will be focusing on their singers, developing into musicians. More focused on 4Minute and Gina. 4Minute comeback at the beginning of the year. New girl group CLC scheduled for debut. DSP carried abroad their activities to China. More focused on concerts. DSP girls scheduled for debut. Male idol group scheduled for second half of the year. Mm-hmm. Jellyfish, VIX will be focusing on international schedules. So there seems to be a trend. A lot of people going internationally. They've had, again, these are groups that had their domestic comebacks like late in the year in 2014. So it makes sense to kind of see them focus internationally and expanding. Sun Shikyang and Park Hyo-shin will remain in the ballot market. Seo Guk will focus on Japanese activity. Girl group to be launched in the second half of the year. JYP. Preparing for the launch of Girl Group 6 Mix. Also the launch of 5 Live. Because, they have got 7. They're going to have 6 Mix. 5 Live. We're going to have to see what 4, 3, 2, and 1 are going to be. But that's going to be interesting. And then Miss A, 15 and Park Ayan are preparing for comebacks. We know that Miss A are definitely prepared for comebacks. And Suzy has said that she's going to refocus now to the group activities rather than her acting activities. She wrapped up a movie recently. She's going to focus on the group activities. So that's going to be really cool. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm pretty big at Miss A fan. MBK, formerly known as Core Contents, aka the Tiara's agency. New projects in the new year, including a new boy group, a new girl group. Kim Kwang-soo is preparing a boy band like MC The Max FT Island, so like an actual band. The new girl group will be completely different from Tiara in style. Tiara will be promoting actively with solo projects, which is interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Pledis, or Pledis, or however you want to say it. Pledis will finally unveil a big project they've been working on for 4 years. Boy group 17 will debut in the beginning of the year. I think it's a group that we've talked about before. The group that is 17 members. I think they were 17 at the time of that they were gonna promote, but I think they're older by now. Orange Caramel will promote actively to the point where they seem like a group on their own, no longer a subunit. That's what I've been saying. After School will be going through a rebirth in the second half of the year. Just saying. Many projects planned in collaboration with China, and not only music, but concerts and beauty. SM will be focusing on solo projects to bring out new charms in their artists. Jonghyun, which has already happened, and Amber's solos, which I'm hyped about. I know you are. Are you hyped, Amber? Yes, I am.
Hold on, you know that was way too high for Amber's voice.
Yes, I am.
All right, close enough.
Boa's 15th anniversary, which...
Yep.
Damn. And she's younger than me. She's been in the business, since...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, she started when she was, 3. I don't know. She started when she was a baby. EXO and Super Junior comebacks.
Which we've already been getting hints at, yes.
Yeah, we could. Starship. I imagine we already know some along the lines of No Mercy. Focus on more variety of projects like Soyu and Junggi-go, because that means money. So, this thing pumps out money. Let's keep doing that thing until it stops. Let's just keep pulling that lever until it stops producing a lot of money, Preparing for the successful launch of their rookie boy group. They've realized, and of course, the one we know as No Mercy, that's gonna, they don't know the name, but it's gonna, I imagine the one gonna be produced by No Mercy. They don't note it here, but I imagine I'm going to assume, the Shotgun, Juhun subunit is already in the plans.
We're just gonna speak until it's true, huh?
Yeah, we're just gonna make it true. Kind of like we tried. We almost succeeded with Top's album. Just constantly saying until it happens. We got a release, but we didn't get an album. But we almost succeeded. And then they've realized the sister and boyfriend are popular in China, and will put more effort into the Chinese advancements, like they're an army.
All right.
Top Media. Not that top, but the focus will be on Teen Top solo activities and solo releases. The group will be more active in Korea, 100% focus on domestic international promotions. So, promotions. Wait, domestic, international, so promotions? Or just, anyway. Despite having 2 boy groups, Top Media will be launching a new boy group. Timing unconfirmed within the year. TS. Will continue to promote Sonamu. Secret will be focusing on solo activities for acting and solo releases. Currently looking at international advances for Untouchable and Sonamu. Discussing Secret's Japanese promotion and Sonamu's Chinese and Japanese debuts. Untouchable, who I've not heard of. I'm not familiar with Untouchable. I gotta check them out. Will earn a positive response in Japan. And we'll start promos there. WM, basically B1A4's group. New girl group scheduled. Details unconfirmed. Jin solo activity. B1A4 will go straight into preparing for the group comeback. Woolham will be promoting Infinite in a variety of ways, starting with Infinite H and Sungkyu's solo album. Infinite is also promoting a group album. New boy group. Biggest concern is how well Lovelies will do, because their following projects are scheduled around that. And Woolham will also be building a special room for their fans in the company building, which sounds weird.
Yeah.
This is some kind of trap.
Can I also... Alright, so we've already added, the collabo hashtag for this year.
Yeah.
We also got to add the solo.
Yeah.
The solo hashtag for this year. Year of the solo.
I'm going solo. Oh!
Right.
Johnny Gargano. Sorry, I've got wrestling on the screen. I'm distracted. YG. Icon's debut is the hot issue. hot issue. Scheduled for sometime early this year. New girl group debut. Big Bang's new album also scheduled. But what the hell does schedule matter? Psy promised fans a full album, not a single, with him back to his colors. Which is promising and hopeful. I don't know. What is your impression of these plans? What sticks out to you?
Let me scroll back through because there was something I was super happy about. All right, Miss A, definitely happy about that. Getting to possibly see more stuff from 4 Minute. I mean, yeah. Icon, I'm a little I'm happily awaiting with unwilling intent about Icon, because at this point I just want to see Bobby solo. I could kind of care less about what the rest of Icon really is at this point, but there's some good kids in Icon, so I'm still awaiting that. The Big Bang thing, because like you said, we've been hearing about this from everywhere else except from YG itself. I am slightly happy about, because Big Bang is my thing. I love me some Big Bang. So and then I already see the first comment and with the GIF. I understand. I know we've been lied to before. I'm trying. I'm
but he
not
really
looking
loves
at
me.
It,
but he really loves me.
Yeah.
Our abusive relationship with YG.
God damn! I love the fuck. Damn! I didn't know this many people went in on YG. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I trusted you. And then you got YG dancing. And of course, YG has been delaying Big Bang comeback so that Top can improve his dancing. You know what? I don't know what they're talking about. I don't see a problem with Top's dancing at all.
No.
Not a problem.
Perfectly fine. Not an issue. It's not a hot issue.
No. Moribota Bakegaji hot issue.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I was cooking. No, nothing wrong here.
No.
I think that's beautiful. That's majestic right there. Them dancing the good boy right there. But yeah. If we really do get a Big Bang album this year, that would be amazing. That would be awesome. I'd be so excited. There's so much really cool stuff to wait for, They didn't include Chrome Entertainment, but we know Chrome Entertainment is going to come out with more, from Crayon Pop. There's a lot to look forward to, and I'm glad. But yeah, there's a lot of debuts. It's like, you're really going to debut more groups? Like, I know you got a lot of trainees in your farm system, but it's like, there's a lot of groups already out there. Like, I know you gotta crank out some of those trainees and get them out of your farm system, but there's already a lot of them out there. But yeah. Looking forward to 2015, year of the collab, year of the solo. So we're gonna see.
The year of more promises from YG that they're not gonna keep.
More.
God damn! So many people in his comments went so in on YG.
Yeah, it's amazing. Good job out there in Netizen Buzz.
Did you see the trolling with the homies? Sorry,
no, I did not.
Hold on. I'll just link you to it.
Oh no, I seen it. Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Yep.
I love how this is something that we genuinely came to on our own, that YG's shit is bullshit. Yeah. You can't trust anything from YG. Everybody saw this list and was could say all of it is bullshit, but everybody laser focuses on YG. No, that's a motherfucking lie. Don't you believe them motherfuckers from over there? Yeah. Those motherfuckers are goddamn liars.
Yeah. But yeah, let's move on.
Yes.
The last thing, something that I'm really excited about, K-Pop Night Out Showcase returns for third year at South by Southwest.
Yep.
Last year we had a cool special episode with guest Roberto Villegas talking about Japan Night, but we also touched a little bit about, the K-pop and Korean music influence that was around. Obviously, Roberto didn't get a chance to check out all of it, because he had, a lot of it, the stuff that he was committed to. But he heard a lot of word, and, K-Pop Night Out last year they had K-Pop Night Out last year. It was the second effort. The first year they had FX, our girls. Last year they had Hyuna and Jay Park, your boy, Jay Park. And Hyuna, who we adore. But this year,
God. Hold on. Show time out, right? God damn, what it would have been to see Hyuna.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And if I was, and
I would have given off of my body.
And if I could go back, if I could go back and make myself become a K-pop fan sooner, so that I could be motivated to go check out FX, because I was there. I don't think I was there when they happened. I think I had left by then, because I was there mainly just for the interactive stuff and for the chat room stuff, like South by So Wasted.
Right.
But I was in Austin, Texas, not but a few days before that showcase happened. So I was like, but I didn't know who FX was back then. Like, I didn't care.
Right.
But K-Pop Night Out Showcase returns for the third year. The annual KOCCA presented K-Pop Night Out returns for its third year. The showcase will take place Thursday, March 19th, because that would be screwed up, because I'm definitely not there on March 8th. March 19th at Elysium. This March, this is going to be...
We got some groups.
This March, Hitchhiker, Barbarettes, Asian Chairshot, EE, Eastern Sidekick, but most importantly, Epic High and Crayon Pop.
Dude. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, go follow the Hallyu Twitter. There's maybe 7 tweets from it right now. There's going to be like 1,000 from it during that week.
Yeah.
With pictures and all kinds of things.
I'm going to try to tweet some shit.
Instagram.
Yeah. Go check that out. Because
Hallyu will cover this front and back.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to, because they're going to be at South by Southwest. You know who else is going to be South by Southwest? This guy. I'm going to be there throughout all of it. I'm going to, and I am excited. I am like Lee Kong Soo back up there, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be up front. I'm already, I'm thinking about picking out my tracksuit. I'm going to figure out where I can get a helmet. I'm looking up fan chant tutorials. I'm going full pop to sheet. Like just all out. I don't care if I'm the only one there waiting in line. I'm gonna be there. I don't care if I'm the only one doing the fan chants. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be there repping the pop sheets. Like seriously, I'm gonna be there repping hard. That being said, I am really excited to see Epic High live. This is going to be a really fantastic show. The Tableau is one of my favorite, guys. The Shoebox is one of my favorite albums of 2014. It was just so fantastic. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. It's going to be an album that I'm going to put forth between now and South by Southwest on as far as one of my picks on Record Breakers. It is fantastic. So it's going to be so exciting seeing Epic High live. And there's a bunch of artists. I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about some of the other artists that I'm also excited about seeing. But how jealous are you that I'm going to go see Epic High live?
Oh, dude, fucking the fact, when you showed me this list, right? I saw Crayon Pop on here. I was like, all right, that's why PD is super excited about this. Then I looked again because I kind of looked at it, saw some of the names, and I guess because Epic High was right there in the front, I didn't see it, but I saw the picture, and I was like, "Is that Tableau?" And I looked again, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, he's going to go see Epic High on the fucking hype of Born Hater? Are you fucking kidding me? Like fucking on Shoebox and like
Like, oh, it's gonna be so
like,
cool
dude,
seeing Tableau and
I'm so
Mithridin
pissed.
and DJ Two Cuts. Like, actually, DJ Two Cuts actually, I'm not gonna get a chance to shine there because it's hip hop. Like, that's and that's what's gonna be so cool because, man, hip hop forgot the DJ. Hip hop forgot the DJ. Like, we have all-star producers, but like the fact that DJ Two Cuts is a named member of the group is something that you only see in groups like Jurassic 5, and other groups like that. But like, you gotta remember, hip hop started with the DJ. The DJ came first, and then there was an MC to hype the DJ. But when it was block parties in the in the 70s, in like New York and other places, like when it was just the block parties, the DJ spinning and scratching, cutting. It was that was the birth of hip hop, So gotta love the presence of the DJ. I'm gonna see DJ Two Cuts and just kind of nail it. Ah, man, Minzy. I'm playing this video and Minzy's there. I'm like,
my girl.
Yeah. Damn it,
my
you
bias.
called dibs, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I remember you called dibs. Damn it. You get to have that. I'll get to go see Epic High live.
Oh yeah. I swear to God,
but yeah.
if you wait, hold on, right here, right now, if you go see Epic Live High and fucking Mimsy comes out, I'm fucking murdering people, dude. Like, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Like,
I might pass out. I'll just pass out, and I won't get to see the performance. I'll just oh.
Wake up in a fucking ambulance. Like, is the performance over? No. All right, get out my way. I gotta get back.
Mincy! I love you! Mincy! But yeah. And okay, so aside from Epic High and Crayon Pop, the Pop Machine me is excited for Crayon Pop, and the music fan is excited for Epic High. Some other really cool acts that I'm looking forward to seeing. The Barbarettes was an act that I talked about recently, which is a really cool, interesting group that they do kind of like the Motown sound and that kind of the old, they're the Barbarettes because they're the kind of the barber shop things and like the old timey, sing-songy stuff, and they're really cool. That they're a bunch of adorable girls who sing really cool, catchy songs. And Eastern Sidekick is a really cool rock band that I'm looking forward to checking out. Their album is on my iTunes library, and that song "Fight for Rainbow" is a fantastic track. Like they're going to be a really fantastic band to see live. Like the fact that Korean rock music is going to get represented, and I know I did hear I could have sworn that YB was going to be another artist that was going to be featured along this weekend, but I don't see him here on the K-pop night out. He might be elsewhere, but that's another rock band. Not my favorite Korean rock band, but they're out there. They're kind of a little bit more butt rocky than I like, but
and as anybody who's listened to Record Breakers will know, not usually a fan of the butt rock.
No. But they're doing their thing. They'll get some fans. But yeah, Eastern Sidekick is fantastic. They have a really cool sound. They have a really cool feel to them, and it's gonna be really cool seeing them live. And I like that some interesting off the beaten path artists are getting featured in the main K-pop night out, because last year they were there, a band that I love and adore that's going to be coming out with a new album soon, I believe. Love Exterior were there, and they were, there was the Korean indie stuff that was their thing. K-pop night out was one thing, the Korean indie stuff was the thing, and it was almost like you would call that the Korean answer to Japan night, more specifically. Yeah. But the fact that they kind of, in the central K-pop night out, like, this is, as far as Korean culture, we're going to showcase not just like idol groups or like the mainstream, but we're going to show you a really cool, quirky, idol group, in Crayon Pop. Really, legendary veterans of the Korean hip hop, a veteran producer and hitchhiker who's been, making music for years, and really cool indie artists and really cool, like, indie rock artists like Eastern Sidekick, Asian Chair Shot, EE, who I haven't gotten a chance to check out, but I'm looking forward. Gassy. Getting forward to checking out more of that duo's stuff. It's just so much to really like about this whole show. Like, there's going to be so much that is just absolutely fantastic about this show. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited. Like, this is going to be epic. It's going to be fun having to wait in line because obviously this is, it's badges are required, quote unquote. But anybody who's ever been kind of the South by Southwest knows how required badges are, with these events. So I'm probably just going to wait in line, pay $20 of a cover charge, and then get right in. And I'll probably have to go in early, but that's what I want to do anyways. Like, I want to see all of this, not just Crayon Pop and Epic High, but I want to see all of these artists, even the ones that I don't know, like, especially the ones that I don't know, almost like, cause I want to see all of these artists and I want to see the whole presentation because I imagine it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited, Kaz. I'm hyped.
I'm excited for you. I want man, like I told everyone, follow the Harajuku Twitter, follow Petey Rave on Instagram, because he's gonna represent the Harajuku brand, the Harajuku fans, out there.
I'm gonna have to make myself my own Harajuku t-shirt just so I can walk around with it on. Like, what's Harajuku? Well, it's this podcast that I do. Here's my card. And I have business cards. They're right here.
Good man.
I'm a good man. I'm prepared. I'm making a lot of noise, but I'm prepared. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and I look forward to that. Just, like I said, follow me on Instagram, follow the Harajuku Twitter, and you'll keep an eye out for that. But speaking of things going on in the future and things to follow, Kaz, what do you got going on in your neck of the woods?
Right now, it's a lot of art shit. Like I said, I'm working on some awesome new visuals for Harajuku. Hopefully they're good. I don't know. I've shown some of them to Petey. We have a really good artist working on them, and I'll let you know more about that person and the shit that we're working on for the show in itself to make it look more fun and presentable for the YouTube viewers out there. Because I think we got the audio part pretty covered. Yeah, and in the new year we have some ideas for some new segments, just new styles of the show. The show kind of is this project for me and PD to kind of show our love and passion for K-pop, and I think we got that part across. So now it's time to kind of make it a little bit more presentable, a little bit more stylistic of what we had envisioned in mind when we decided to mic test our love for K-pop, which is how the show started.
It was like when I had the new mics, it was like, hey, want to bullshit a pilot for a K-pop podcast? I was like, oh. And it's, I knew you were moving down. I was like, oh, let's do it. And then Harajuku was born. And that episode was almost immediately released because it was just fun. It was terrible, but it was fun.
Yeah.
We started out terribly, but it was
and I mean, and that's how a lot of these things go. And as we've said, we are not going to YG you. The promises that we make, we will try to keep. We're going to try to bring back Harajuku Talks more like the format that we had it. And kind of doing just, more stuff and trying to get more J-pop in. That is our goal for the new year, is to get more J-pop into this show, because it's half of the title.
I mean, there's kanji down there, for goodness sake.
Right. So
I looked up that kanji. I looked up Harajuku on Wikipedia, and for a reason. Because I wanted to be inclusive, and not just because I wanted to talk about Kyari Pami Pami. So that was a big factor.
So that's kind of what I'm working on right now, is doing stuff for the show, doing stuff for the other shows that I'm a part of, to make them more fun and just presentable, and just bring us a better feel and appeal to the show over. Oh God, now I'm getting burpy. So that's it. That's what I'm working on. Ladies and gentlemen, please and always, if you like this show, go over to iTunes, rate it on iTunes, subscribe, listen, do all those things. Tell friends to listen. If you got a friend, you want to get them into K-pop, we will be your guides. Just ask us and we'll help you out. Other than that, like I said, follow Petey's Twitter, follow the Harajuku Twitter, follow him on Instagram. Go over to the name that's on that card, Petey Rave. Go over to rebelli.net for other great podcasts such as this. And that's about it for us over here at Harajuku. Good day. Good tidings.
Hasta los huevos.
Annyeong.